For the outline, I'm going to use my 5H pencil. The outline is the foundation of every pencil drawing, and I've already drawn my grid lines to help me get the proportions right. I use a pencil to create the lines and a blending stump to soften them. The 5H pencil is very blunt, so blending the lines makes them a lot neater for me. So when drawing, it's always a good idea to be as neat as possible, especially with your outlines. The goal of this channel is to help you grow. So remember, if you have any question or suggestion for future tutorials, feel free to contact me and I will make sure to create tutorials for every request we receive. On this channel, you will get full access into my creative process and studio life. You will also receive step-by-step drawing tutorials and much more. Also, once again, thank you so much for joining me on this creative journey. So using my carbon pencil, I'm going to add another layer to the outline. Layering is the secret to hyperrealism. How realistic a piece looks depends on the artist's attention to shading. So when I draw, I spend most of my time layering. If you assume that detailing alone will make your work look realistic, you'll struggle a lot. This channel aims to correct the common mistakes that artists make in their pencil drawing. Some years ago, I had the privilege of becoming a student of Kevin Okafor. Before that time, I was struggling with my drawings, and I remember spending hours staring at Kevin Okafor's artwork, wondering how he managed to create those drawings. When I became a student, I realized a secret is layering. Layering is what you need to make any artwork look realistic. When you see artists spending hundreds of hours on their work, it's because they layer a lot. They keep layering and layering until they are satisfied. When I learned this, my art changed forever. That exactly is what I'm doing in this tutorial. I'm slowly layering. Even the outline is a form of layering. When I create my outlines, I see them as an act of layering. So using my Contour Paris charcoal pencil, I'm creating an outline for the eyeball. Now this also is an act of layering because I'm going to go over it with my art brush. So the goal is to keep blending and blending as you work. So while creating my pencil drawings, I spend a lot of time blending and blending. I call this blending layering. For example, you can see me using the blending stump to go over the areas that I've shaded with my charcoal pencil. So for the eyes, I'm starting with a light charcoal to create the first layer, and I'm going over it with something darker, and I'm also going to go over it again with something darker. So basically, this is how I work. I create layers and layers and layers to make sure that my work look hyper realistic. So the reason why layering is so important in your pencil drawing is because when you're drawing, you want to make sure that your work is filled with as much of your material as possible. For example, if you're working with graphite, you want to make sure that there is so much of graphite embedded into your paper. For an artist like myself that work with graphite and charcoal, I always want to make sure that I use enough graphite and charcoal in the pencil drawing. And in order for me to apply enough graphite and charcoal to the pencil drawing, I cannot do that using one layer. So I have to create multiple layers. For example, if I want to shade a very dark area, I'm going to start by applying a first layer that is light charcoal, then shade progressively till I get to a very dark area. the way my eye drawing is looking right now. So I'm just gonna proceed to shading the eyebrows that I've drawn with my carbon pencil. As you can see, I am nearly done with this shading. I will try to balance the tones before adding the final details. So one thing about creating pencil drawings is that, like I said earlier before, you have to keep layering and layering. All you see on this paper, the illusion of this beautiful eye, is as a result of adding layers and layers. Even when I'm done with my shading, I still add some shading with my pencil. Like I said in the beginning, layering is important. Ask your questions in the comment sections and I will gladly answer them all. So as you can see, I'm adding the final details to the eye drawing. And like I said, details always come last in your pencil drawing. And I always advise young pencil artists that when they're creating their pencil drawing, they make sure the details is the last aspect of the drawing. Uh, I'm just using my bristle brush to blend in those strokes that I've made with my eraser. So yeah, this drawing has been a wonderful experience. I've learned so much. It is my habit to always learn each time I create a new artwork. So yeah, in case you're hoping to get mentored by me, I'm open to personally mentor artists who are interested. Also, please like and subscribe. It helps the channel out in a huge way for more content.